Become self-aware. Know your actions. Know the life of your actions. Follow that life through. See how everything leads to another thing. You'll realize that, anger and all the base emotions stem from two urges. Urges are primal. They're outside of our control. Emotions are a response to the urges. Thoughts are our emotions slowed down over a period of time. Any action that comes from within is internally motivated, expends a bit of ourself. They say that hatred consumes you from the inside out. This is so, effectively. But the process is not quite accurate as described. It's a little more real than that. You are anger. You are what you're doing, right? For if you are at rest, well, are you conscious at rest? Where have you gone at rest? There are what I think of as base emotional responses that are not per se emotional. They are inclinations or urges, and they stem from the basal ganglia. They are the oldest primal aspects of our self responding to reality. These predate humanity. So naturally, humanity has very little control over them. Any action that is internally motivated expends a bit of thyself and gives that to reality. You have taken what animates you and rejected it, sent it out into the world, a seed crystal, and reality coalesces around that action. The base emotion behind anger is hatred, or hatred and fear. Hatred is a fight response. Fear, a run response, flight response. I don't care how human you are, when you see someone run from you, that traumatizes you in a good way. You feel powerful. You feel the urge to chase, perhaps. Bloodlust. And those are primal responses. You may feel vindicated if someone runs from you and it is someone that you were afraid of, but you overcame that fear and caused it itself. This is hatred. Hatred is a response to something that is also internally motivated. Fear of its own safety spawns hatred of that which causes it. Hatred seeks to cause fear. Fear naturally causes hatred. Draws predators' gaze at the prey. Nothing a predator despises more than its prey. For to seek to end something, not only end it, but then to consume it. That's hatred. And to make room for that consumption, hate leaves the body. Do not follow up that hatred with consumption. Please avoid. And that void is filled with aspects of that thing that feared you, that it left behind, the pheromones of fear, and the pattern attached to those pheromones. So you become a little bit more like the thing that you hated. Not its power, but its sweetness. You become more vulnerable to fear. Meanwhile, fear, the afraid one, also is filled. It's an exchange of pheromones, hatred for fear, with a little bit of a pattern attached to it. Trauma perpetuates itself in that way. Because there are economies that are alive and well that only a hypersentient is aware of. Remember that. You cannot control the base inclination. You can, however, redirect it. Hatred can be redirected with its counterpart, love. It is the same substance. That's why. It is just merely changing the course of the inclination. The inclination arises. Pull it back. And love that which you're inclined to hate.
Love thy enemy.
Because its pattern is added to you. Love is not a vacuum. Or does not come from a vacuum, but love is a vacuum. Love is the glue that binds reality in place. Finds its patterns as being so. The yin and the yang, love and hate. Those are base inclinations. You cannot stop them. You can only redirect them. But to redirect love costs of thyself. To redirect hate costs of another. You are what you love, but you are still yourself. You fear what you are, and it costs of yourself. You fear what you hate, and you hate what you fear, and it costs of yourself. Because it leaves a vacuum. Whereas love leaves no vacuum to be filled. It says, I, as a whole, myself, want that. It draws to rather than pushes away. You cannot push away without something of yourself going with it. But drawing, that is to take yourself and run, to incite the bloodlust in another, to have no fear of the other, only love of the game. I was a dog musher and a dog trainer for several years, and as puppies you separate the lead dogs from the grunts. A very easy form of selection, natural selection, is in play there. You're not picking ones that you like because, oh, you're fond of them. No. You watch them at play. The ones that incite the bloodlust of their peers. They run because they love to be chased. These are the lead dogs. Because naturally, they steer reality to their whim. And at the end of a good tussle, they are left invigorated. It appears weary and rest. Whilst the lead dog, still a vibrant ball of energy, bounces around, chasing its tail. Oribus, the narcissist. So there is room for the base responses, of course, but just know the cost. You train reality. Do not expend yourself if nothing of another was expended. Reflect. Someone shows fear, show hatred. Someone shows hatred, show fear. Hatred for hatred, well, if it's worth destroying them, so be it. Remember the cost of that. That which you destroy outside is destroyed inside. Sometimes that's worth it. Spend of yourself hatred to destroy hatred of another. Destroy in yourself fear. It's in chess we call that sacrificing 2 for 1. Nature is a power player. Sacrifice 2 pawns for a queen. Don't sacrifice 2 pawns for a pawn. We all play games, do we not? Play wisely. You are what's on the line. We all play games, do we not?
We're playing for your soul.
Play wisely.